Hello friends, welcome back. We come up with this new video of the detailed comparison of the best 180cc segments in the Indian market current now guys. So both from the Hondas, one is the Hornet 2.0 and another one is the CB200 which is completely 180cc engine guys. So guys, these two bikes are the best in 180cc segment guys. There are two more other models. One is TVS Apache RTR 180 and another one is from the Kawasaki W175 which comes with the some other negative and reviews, and W175 doesn't has a much more service network in Indian market now guys. So by seeing these all criteria from the visual appearance, performance, service experience, reliability, comfort, maintenance and all the criteria, these two bikes covered with the good and positive response in the 180cc segment guys. So basically this comparison review between these two bikes with the Hornet 2.0 and CB200 is useful for you if you are planning to purchase a 180cc bike. In the current situation, we described all the price details in the description. You may check out later. The price difference is basically 10,000 to 12,000 in between these two bikes. On first, the CB200 is a urban cruiser model which is launched from the Honda a year back, and the another one is the Hornet 2.0 which is a naked street fighter model which comes with the naked nature, and with the CB200 which comes under the semi-fared version. These two bikes different with the nature of riding we can explain in the ride review experience later on this video. From these engine departments, these two bikes has a identical engine of 184.4cc air-cooled engine guys, which comes with the BS6 obd2 norms guys. This basically the CB200X and Hornet 2.0 has identical engine which produces 17 brake horsepower and 15 Nm of torque under the same riding conditions. With the riding experience review, we can explain all the other parameters. This engine is basically a proven engine from Honda which comes under the most reliable and smoother engine from the manufacturer. And also they given all the basic need of BS6 sensor which is placed in this two engine guys, which is identical. Also the other parameters of engine guard and knuckle guards are different from the other these two bikes. They given a CKP sensor update, that means a crank position sensor update for the fuel efficiency, and these two bikes consist of 5-speed of manual gearbox which is okay for you, and they given a assist slipper clutch for you who may want to ride in between the traffic. It will be helpful for you guys in under the lower RPM or other conditions of gear switching. And this 184cc air-cooled engine is basically a mid-range performance and mid-range oriented engine guys, which is also gives a moderate mileage of 40 to 45 km. Some other Hornet users may claimed 48 to 50 km as per their riding conditions. And from the rider point of view, this Hornet 2.0 has a good build quality which is built under the 142 kg which comes with the 790 mm of seat height. Who may prefer somewhat aggressive riding conditions may choose this bike with the wider and upright handlebar setup, and also which is suitable for family man and even youngsters. You can note the exhaust sound. Guys, you noted the exhaust sound. The exhaust is somewhat sportier in nature, and they given us some air vents and designing in the exhaust system of Hornet 2.0. Now as for comparing to CB200X, we can get into this CB200 which is built under the 147 kg, which is basically 5 kg different with the Hornet 2.0 and CB200, and the seat height is also 810 mm which is 20 mm more than the Hornet 2.0. So short rider you should have a tester with the CB200 guys, we recommend. And the handlebar position is more upright as compared to Hornet 2.0, which is basically somewhat wider set of handlebar for this daily city cruising or urban cruising bike. You may feel the exhaust note also. And the same engine produces the same exhaust sound, and the exhaust system is also unchanged guys. Now guys, side by side we placed the ride experience footages with the Hornet 2.0 in the left and CB200 with the right. Basically, this 184.4cc air-cooled engine produces a good 17 brake horsepower. The initial pickup is identical for these two bikes only. They given a refined and very smooth initial pickup in this engine which is produces. The initial ride is also somewhat good only. The gear switching and the other handling details is also good in these two bikes as comparing with this riding experience review. And guys, about the engine, these two bikes has a identical engine which is a mid-range focused engine, guys. So the engine performance is identical for these two bikes, but in the riding nature these two bikes has a different way. If you are planning to buy a street fighter bike who may prefer daily cruising under the cities or other streets, you may go to Hornet 2.0. Or otherwise, if you are planning to buy a cruising bike which is you are planning to ride under 100 to 200 km in a single stretch in a day with a good upright riding position and the riding ergonomics for the basically which is convenient for the rider, you may go to CB200, guys. So it will be suitable for you. But as by speaking CB200, there are a few more demerits in the CB200, guys, because are riding your bike under 200 to 250 km in a single stretch, there must be a oil cooled or liquid cooled engine. But for this CB200, Honda has given only a air cooled engine, guys, with the 5-speed of manual gearbox only. Even for the cruising bikes, there is no 6-speed of gearbox setup, and there are no dual channel setup in the CB200 even with the Hornet 2.0. Only they given a single channel ABS for this 1,70,000 and to 1,80,000 of price range, guys, which may be a major demerit in the 180 section. But by speaking with the 180 section, these two bikes will be a better choice for you guys who may prefer a good performance and good initial pickup as compared to other plenty of 160 bikes in the Indian market now, guys. So these two bikes will be your better choice, guys, if you are planning to purchase a good mileage return bike with the 180cc segment and with the good initial pickup as compared to 160 to 200cc range bikes, guys. By speaking with the city traffic maneuver, they given a assist clipper clutch for these two bikes with the 5-speed of manual gearbox. We already told the clutch operations is also smooth, but in the riding position with the Hornet 2.0, Honda given a good handlebar and wider handlebar position as compared to Yamaha MT-15. The Yamaha MT-15 has a sportier and aggressive riding nature which may suitable only for the youngster, but for this Hornet 2.0 which is suitable for both youngster and as well with the family members. But by speaking with the CB200 handling position, which is also suitable for the youngster who may prefer long rides and even with the family members who may carry and consider carrying your pillion or family members. So it may be these two bikes will be a good choice in their riding natures with the street naked or with the cruising, guys. But there will be a one negative with your carrying your pillion, because the seat cushioning is somewhat average only. They given a split seat setup the differences of 20 mm in the seat heights with the Hornet 2.0 and CB200, but definitely your pillion may feel some discomfort by covering 200 or 150 km in a single stretch journey. But for the rider point of view, in CB200 the riding ergonomics and riding position is awesome, guys. With the upright handlebar position, the rider triangle is achieved with the center set of foot pegs, so rider may consist a good feeling of journey with no tiredness with the gear positions. But in the some point of view with the CB200, which consists windshield and all, guys, but there are no effect in the windshield section. So the wind blast is still there with the CB200. As compared to CB200, similar set of wind blast is there, guys, if you are not wearing your gears properly, because there are no such wind deviations which produces from the CB200 windshield. So there will be some negative point of view. And with the riding CB200 in the city traffics, there will be a good handling position with the 147 kilograms only. But the new rider may feel some discomfort in the 1 or 2 day initial days with the CB200 ride. After that, the CB200 may be adapted to your user convenient. But for the rider point of view, these two bikes have a good thumbs up. But in the pillion point of view, there will be some discomfortness in the seating position with the somewhat moderate seat cushioning, guys. And the next thing is to note down with these two bikes is riding ergonomics and with the good riding confidence, which may feel a somewhat good confident in these two bikes, guys. And the vibration limits for these two bikes with the identical engine, which comes after crossing the 90 km speed range. So there will be a mild vibrations in your foot pegs and handlebars. Guys, these two bikes consist a similar set of top speed, guys, with the identical engine of 184cc, which produces 17 brake horsepower. We already all claimed these and all. The users claimed with the 120 to 125 km per hour for this CB200, even with the Hornet 2.0. Even by crossing 110 km of speed range, the riding confidence is still awesome, and the wheelbase is good in these two bikes, guys, with the front and rear broader tubeless tires. But the only negative thing is there are no dual channel ABS, guys. By speaking with the seat comfort, they given a split seat setup with these two bikes. The Hornet 2.0 consists 790 mm of seat height. So this split seat setup is awesome, but somewhat moderate in the cushioning section for the pillion, guys. But there will be some unnoticed thing in the Hornet 2.0 is the seat is sometimes slippery when you are applying your front brake suddenly when the some riding conditions with the traffics and or with the highway positions. So there will be some discomfort in your rider point of view. And also the rear suspension is somewhat stiffer in these two bikes, but the front USD force is good at nature, guys. The front USD travel is also similar with these two bikes with the Hornet 2.0, even with the CB200. They given a golden color finishing and all, but the rear suspension is still adjustable, but with this somewhat stiffer in these two bikes, guys. And in the handle position, we already told in the riding experience review, the CB200 has a good handlebar risers, which is somewhat urban cruising nature. But in the Hornet 2.0, which is basically a street fighter, which may ride in the city traffic in a daily day-to-day life commuting. And in the one point to notice is CB200 is the cable finishes is somewhat awkward as compared to other fared bikes in the Indian market. Even with the Gixxer 150, 250 or in the R15 has a good cockpit view of rider point of view. But in the handlebar version of Hornet 2.0 has a good finishing setup, guys. And you may note on the rider triangle in the samples, guys. They given an optimized rider position with the center set of handlebars and with the raised handlebars, which may also good. They given a gripping for the knee gripping in the side, either side of this tank assembly in the CB200 for the rider point of view. But there are no gripping in the Hornet 2.0, guys. In the fuel tank assembly, they given a 12 liter of fuel tank capacity, and it will accept E20 fuel in nature. They given somewhat stroudy in nature in the Hornet 2.0, but the design language of CB200 is somewhat subjective in nature, and with the fared bikes fared in nature, so it may be the subjective things, guys. In the suspension and braking setup, we already told the front USD is awesome, but if you are riding your Hornet 2.0 in the bumpy roads or unconditional roads, it may feel some stiffer in nature, guys. The rear suspension is some stiffer in anyway, it will be the stiffer side when it is adjustable. Honda given a single channel ABS system with these two bikes, with the front 272 mm of pedal disc brakes and rear they given a 220 mm of disc brake, guys. The rear tire is also somewhat broader in nature for these two bikes. there will be some differences with the tire section for the cruising nature and with the street focused nature. In this point of view, the torque is identical with these two bikes with the 15 Newton meter of torque. In the front and rear, they given a 110 section and the 140 section of broader tires, which is also highly trackable in the wet conditions, but there are no traction control system, or even with there are no dual channel ABS with these two bikes. In the cruising point of view, CB200 consists a broad pattern, blocked pattern tires in the front and rear tires, so which may feel and give some more trackability and good riding confidence as compared to Hornet 2.0. The torque is low as compared to other 180cc 200cc bikes in the cruising point of view, guys. So the same torque of the 15 Newton meter is derived from the Hornet 2.2 to this CB200X, and the ground clearance is also 167 mm only for these two bikes. There will be some betterment in this CB200 in the rider cruising point of view. There are no dual channel ABS and with the no 6-speed of manual gearbox in the CB200, which may be the major negative. In the lighting section, they given all LED setups for these two bikes. They given a hazard light switching in the CB200 as well with the Hornet 2.0. They given integrated knuckle guards with the integrated indicators fixed with this, guys. You are looking at the headlight comparison of these two bikes. We placed the left inside CB200 samples and in the right Hornet 2.0. Basically the headlight output is average in the nature, guys, so it may be better as with the this price point of view. So guys, we are in the conclusion section. If you are planning to buy a good mileage and good performance bike over 160cc, the Hornet 2.0 comes with the sportier nature, so it may be your primary choice, guys. But if you are planning to purchase an cruising bike for your long travel, the CB200 comes under the good riding ergonomics and with the upper and raised handlebar position with the good convenient riding position for the rider. It may be your one of the choice among other cruising bikes in the Indian market, guys. So thanks for watching. This video is maybe useful for